9 behaviors that push people away. Hey everyone! Today, we're continuing our series with a look at interactions and relationships. Let's face it, most of us want to be liked. We're social beings living in a society after all, but sometimes certain behaviors can unintentionally push others away. Researchers have identified 9 such behaviors that can create distance between you and others. 1. Interrupting is one of the most obvious turnoffs. People dislike being cut off mid-conversation. Psychologists see it as a sign of disrespect, implying that what you have to say is more important. This behavior reflects self-centeredness, arrogance, and impatience. When you interrupt, you not only disrupt the flow of conversation, but also make the other person feel undervalued. Think about a time when you were interrupted. Didn't it annoy you and break your train of thought? Next time you feel the urge to interrupt, remember it's a surefire way to push people away. 2. False modesty. Another off-putting behavior is false modesty. You've probably encountered people who say things like, "Everyone keeps telling me I'm so beautiful, but I just don't see it." Or, "I never have time to relax, I'm constantly invited to events." This veiled bragging lacks genuineness and can be a real turnoff. People prefer straightforward confidence, like someone simply stating, "Yeah, I'm great at this." When you cloak your boasting in faux humility, it pushes people away. 3. One-upping others' problems. Another alienating behavior is prioritizing your problems over everyone else's. You've likely met people who, when you share your issues, respond with, "Oh, that's nothing." For instance, if you mention being sick or hospitalized, they counter with, "I was in the hospital for 2 months with serious complications," and proceed to one-up you with their more significant issues. Or if you talk about being fired or having relationship troubles, they immediately share a series of worse experiences from their own life. Scientists note that this behavior pushes people away because it undermines your problems, making you feel diminished. Naturally, this provokes annoyance and rejection of their dismissive attitude. 4. Excessive talkativeness. Another off-putting tendency is excessive talkativeness. Sometimes when you casually ask someone, "How's it going?" they launch into a 20-minute saga about every single thing happening in their life, usually negative events. They vent about work problems, health issues, or other personal troubles, droning on about details you didn't want to hear. Researchers have found that this kind of oversharing can be a major turnoff. Subconsciously, you might feel that the person can't be trusted. Studies have shown that constant oversharing, especially on social media, actually prevents genuine connection with others. Instead of strengthening bonds, it pushes people away, preventing the formation of solid connections. 5. Smugness. Smugness is another behavior that drives people away. You've likely heard statements like, "I would never feed my kids fast food, we only eat organic," or "I always donate 10% of my income to charity," or "How can people watch trash TV? You should watch educational documentaries." These self-righteous remarks can be extremely off-putting. Psychologists find that such comments make others feel inadequate and insecure, breeding self-doubt about their own choices. Moreover, these statements often reveal hypocrisy, as those who preach them may not practice what they preach. This lack of authenticity and integrity fosters distrust and pushes people away. 6. Constant negativity. Constant negativity is a major turnoff. Nobody enjoys being around a perpetual whiner or someone who always brings the mood down. Relentless negativity is contagious, draining your energy and spreading anxiety and gloom. On the flip side, being around upbeat and happy individuals can make you feel more positive. It's no wonder that people tend to avoid negative individuals to protect their own well-being. 7. Excessive criticism. Constant criticism is another off-putting trait. Chronic critics are never satisfied, always nitpicking at your behavior, your friends, and every little detail of your life. This constant negativity breeds resentment and puts you on the defensive. Psychologists have found that chronic critics often have low self-esteem, narcissistic tendencies, and unresolved personal issues. Their nitpicking is a coping mechanism to avoid facing their own problems. If someone's criticism is getting to you, it's important to let them know that their hypercritical remarks are pushing you away. There's a significant difference between constructive feedback and unnecessary, unfounded criticism. 8. excessive niceness. Being overly nice can also be off-putting. You've likely met people who are excessively polite, constantly apologizing for trivial things. Such extreme niceness can come across as insincere, triggering our self-preservation instincts. Scientists suggest that this behavior makes others suspicious, as it seems impossible for someone to be so infallibly nice. The phrase, "still waters run deep," captures this well. Overly nice behavior can seem like a front for hidden motives. 9. Name-dropping. Name-dropping is a cringe-worthy conduct many have encountered. When someone casually mentions their connections to influential people, it often comes across as an attempt to impress. Statements like, "I was in the sauna with so-and-so," or "that's my buddy John," are meant to flaunt social circles, but usually backfire. Research shows that name-dropping makes you less likable, as it feels insincere and manipulative. Responding to criticism. When criticized, there are two routes. Listen to the critique and assess its validity. If it's baseless, express that their comments are unfair. For random critics, don't waste energy. Remember, even a saint walking on water would be criticized for not knowing how to swim. Shrug off arbitrary criticism. It's not worth the stress. If you recognize some of your own behaviors on this list, don't worry, nobody's perfect. The key is to be self-aware and strive to improve. Let us know in the comments if you've encountered these behaviors and how they affected you. Share any other conduct that you find off-putting. Subscribe for more interesting content like this. Catch you on the next one.